Hey there, Hoovian truckers. My name's Josh, and I thought that I would start a YouTube channel as soon as I park tonight, just to answer some questions about lease purchasing your truck. I lease purchased my truck through SFI, Schneider Finance, and I'm almost done. I've got 2 weeks left on the lease before I'm in year 3, so I've got a vast amount of knowledge about the lease purchase program. Myself, I've been driving for about 10 years, both company driving and lease purchase owner-op. I've done reefer, flatbed, van, hands-on, hands-off. I've got some experience. Always learning though. But there are a few things that I wish I had known before I signed on the dotted line. And I want to share a few of those things. First of all, if you're thinking of lease purchasing a truck, think about it long and hard. Company driving, you're not bound to that company. You can leave anytime. There's no person, no, that's the wrong word. There's no contract keeping you there. Lease purchase, there's a contract keeping you there. You have a truck payment every week. Do you get to choose your own loads? Of course you do, depending on what company you're with. You get to choose from a load board. I've worked with Schneider and JB Hunt. That's who I'm with now, JB Hunt. So if you have any questions about their load board or any of their procedures, just ask in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them on an individual basis. I'll just make a video because, as I said, there's a lot to go over. I'm not going to get all to it right now. This is more of an introduction just to get it started. I know before I started lease purchasing, I looked up a bunch of stuff. I couldn't find much of anything from drivers that had been doing it for as long as I have. So, what I was saying, when you think about lease purchasing a truck, you're bound to a contract. You get to choose your own loads, but that truck payment has to be made. So, can you go home for 2 weeks if you want? Of course you can. But the truck payment has to be made. The insurance has to be paid. You pay for your own fuel, your own taxes, maintenance. SFI has a pretty decent maintenance fund, and they have some good discounts here and there, and I'll go through that if you guys are interested. But there are pros and cons to company driving and to lease purchasing. Would I do it again? If I take the personal life out of the decision, yes. Yeah, if this was just about money, absolutely. I've made some decent money out here doing this, and it's been good, but it's hard on the family, it's hard on the personal life. I've seen a lot of guys come into this and fail, thinking that they were going to come into a lease purchase and become an owner-operator and slack off and not do anything. They didn't understand how to run a load board. They didn't understand how to stack loads on top of loads so that you could make your service, make your on-time deliveries and pickups. And they don't understand how to run a business, because essentially that's what you're doing as a lease purchase. You're running your business. You have to know certain things, like operating costs. How much does it cost to run your truck? At the time of this video, March 20th? Spot rates are garbage right now. And it costs, with fuel the way it is, it costs about $1.70 a mile to run the truck. Unfortunately, rates out of like the Northeast and certainly like Oklahoma there's nothing. I mean, the spot rates are like $1.80, $1.70 a mile. So it's almost better to not take any load at all rather than take a load that's going to lose you money. And that's a difficult thing for people to get past. One of the hardest things that I had to get past when I first lease purchased, become from company to owner operator, is as a lease purchase driver, you're not chasing the miles anymore. And that is a difficult habit to break. You're not chasing miles, you're chasing money. You have to remember that. Chasing money. For example, I've got this load right now that I'm going to pick up once I get to California, and it only goes like 550 miles. But it pays $5 a mile. And those are the types of loads that you want. High mileage pay, short mileage, especially with fuel the way it is. Obviously, your biggest spending that you have to worry about is fuel, maintenance. Taxes are, don't let that deter you. They're really not as bad as everybody makes them out to be. They're just not. I do okay filing taxes and getting that stuff done. But as I said, I'm still learning. I'm almost done with the lease, but now with SFI I have the balloon payment, and that's what keeps a lot of people out of it. And I get it now. I didn't then. $56,000 is a lot for a balloon payment, so I'm probably going to be doing it for another year just to refinance, because that's what SFI does. They do 3-year leases on their trucks, depending on what year truck you got. I got a new 2020 at the time, so they do 3-year leases, and then at the end of that lease there's a balloon payment. And if you can't make that balloon payment, which I couldn't, call it poor planning or time flies, whatever you want to call it, they will refinance for another year and take $36,000 off. And now with the knowledge that I have, that I've accrued over the last 3 years of lease purchase, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna keep sharing my experiences with you, for sure. So anyway, as I said, I'm not gonna go too far into it because I just parked. I'm tired. But if you do have any questions about leasing, I know about leasing through SFI. Obviously, there are other companies. But if you have any questions, if you're thinking about going the lease purchase route, or if you're thinking about going through SFI to get your truck, I'm your guy. I got you. So yeah, we'll start there, and just leave it in the comments. You got questions, and I'll make a video about it, and I'll figure this YouTube channel thing out, I swear. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.